And you guys can't hear anything that I'm saying because this fucking thing wasn't on. My point was that she was first and you were second, and suck it, nerd. That's what I said. Pro streamer, guys. Pro streamer. It's been a fucking long ass day. Listen, we're here to stream as long as I possibly can until I feel like I emotionally don't have any more fucking spoon. I made a small statement on my Twitter. I'm not going to get political on my social media. But I will say that something needs to change and something needs to happen because there's no reason that kids should feel this scared. So, Stinky is okay. We are keeping her home from school tomorrow. The school is providing people to talk to the kids. So yeah. Well, Jordy! Thank you so much for the 5 months, babes. From what I understand, wait, what'd you find? Jordy is an absolute legend. Oh, you found a house for nerd? Good. From what I understand, this particular student has been struggling a lot at home. There is a lot of neglect. There is a lot of abuse. This is a student who frequently comes to school in the same clothes, who frequently goes weeks, months without showering, because home life is unstable. And I'm just going to say this once because I know that this has gone around a few times on different things and whatnot where, moms have different reactions. I look good in tan. That's all I'm going to say. If your kid hurts my kid because you are hurting your kid, I look good in tan. Women's prison here isn't tan. So, most of the prison here isn't tan. The maximum security is in actually the kids maximum security and the juvie hall is in blue. Medium, minimum, and the women's are all in tan. And I look good in tan, so I ain't worried about it. The child was taken into custody. Stinky is okay. Tan isn't new black, baby, right? Thank you, Jordy. We're just catching up on my youngest daughter at school today had an incident where they had to report that there was a student that it was brought to the attention of the the school that there was a student that was speaking of causing harm and violence to other students. The school first went on a shelter in place and then went on a lockdown. I think he said the scariest part was the lights all being turned off, because as parents, we get an almost 24-hour notice that there's going to be a lockdown drill. So I try to let her know if there's going to be a lockdown drill, right? And like let her know, hey, because she has anxiety, to let her know ahead of time, hey, by the way, this is going to happen in school today, just to give you a heads up. So it doesn't trigger an anxiety attack. And so I let her know. I obviously I didn't let her know, but the school had sent us a message saying that there was an immediate lockdown. According to the kids, they were on a shelter in place, which usually the shelter in place happens when there's like bad weather, stuff like that. So she was like, oh, okay. It just means we don't switch to our next classroom, whatever, it's fine. And then it went into serious lockdown mode. The lights went off, and that's when she started to panic. She said what scared her the most besides that was walking out of one classroom and seeing police officers that she's known her whole life, because half of the police department that is in her town are people that me and her father have grown up with. So it's people that she knows, right? Because we went to high school and stuff with these younger police officers. So people that she knows as police officers are standing there with long guns, and she was like, weapons were drawn, and it was just not what we were expecting when we walked out of our classroom. So the police did a very good job of letting the students leave. Within, I would say, our first text message was at 10:31 this morning. She was home by 11:14. So within minutes of them sending out the first text message, the lockdown was lifted at 10:49. And by 11-ish, 10-ish, they had a system in place to get the kids out of the school, which they explained they had at that time, there was no threat to the kids being in the school. So, they wanted to follow procedures to have the kids checked out of school. So they had to like get a special laptop and bring it to the front, and the police officers were like, "We'll take everybody's kids can leave. That's fine. We just got to like do this in an orderly fashion." She was the third kid out of the building. So, she ended up in the nurse's office because she had an anxiety attack. So, she was kind of like away from where everything was. Um, from what I understand, the student who made her dad did get her. Yes. Because he was closer to the school than I was, but I was on my way there. So he just happened to beat me there. That was it. And then I met him I met her and him at his house, which is about 2.5 minutes from the school. I was there a minute and a half after they got home. So like it was just within moments. But it was scary. It was intense. It's not something. She goes to such a good school, and there's so many procedures for her school, and there's like every quarter they're doing lockdown drills. They are like running things. They literally just a few weeks ago had the local police department and the state police department doing an active drill at the school while the kids weren't in school for the day, and like it was a full on like go through classroom by classroom searching, whole 9 yards. Like they did a whole reenactment over the summertime. So I'm happy that they're prepared. I'm thankful that it turned out to just be a kid who didn't know how to express their emotions, and they said something they shouldn't have said. But as I said before, I look good in tan. Let something happen to my children. Hello, Vaz. Hello, Jordy. Yes. Yep. Well, apparently, Stinky's dad was saying that there was another parent that was there to pick up their child, and the police department were like, "Have your IDs ready." And then because Stinky's dad's sister, so Stinky's aunt, has kids that go to the same school, right? So she was there to pick up the boys, and so the two of them were standing in line together, and the police were like, "Have your kid's name ready, have your ID out, like ready to go." And they like, if your kids already know that you're coming to get them, they're already here, right? Because a lot of kids' parents immediately emailed, phones were going off the hook. And so they were like, there's a lot of kids that are right here ready to come out, but we need to have an ID to just log you out that you took the child, whatever, no big deal. And there was a parent, there was like 3 or 4 parents down, and was like, "Well, I didn't fucking bring my ID." How did you not bring your fucking ID to pick up your child from fucking school? Like, how'd you get in your car and drive without your license? I can't. It's parents like this that create fucking problems to begin with. So, yeah. Just, I don't know. My kids would be grounded if they hid my wallet. Don't touch my things. I'm gonna touch your things. I'm gonna take them all and hide them from you. All your toys are hidden and now gone. But having your passport is a form of ID. Actually, so Zuli, here in the state of Rhode Island, you have to have your ID, but if you don't have it on you, you have 24 hours to produce it to the police station, or you get the ticket. So, yes, technically you can drive without it, but if you get pulled over and you don't have it on you, you have 24 hours to produce it. Don't put baby in the corner. But again, having your passport is still a form of ID. But either way, Sadie Doze is fine. She might come over tonight. I don't know if she's going to. She didn't want to leave. I brought her here for a while, and that was the most heartbreaking thing. She didn't want to leave here and go back to her dad's house because her dad's house was close to the school. So we had to fight for a little bit about her not wanting to leave. We have a very strict court order, and we try to follow it as much as possible. So, yeah, but name in the cop was found it. Yeah. They will. If you know your ID number, they'll kind of give you a break, but you have 24 hours to produce it in the state of Rhode Island. I may or may not have run into that problem before a couple of times. Mainly because I just left without my whole damn purse. But that's a whole nother. But yeah, so enough with the emotional stuff. I'm going to attempt to do as much stream as I possibly can. If I'm not psychologically feeling it, I may wrap up early. Shut the fuck up. You're not allowed to lurk. Ooh, hold on. I want to see this. I want to see this. Oh, that's a nice house. I will make you, and you'll enjoy it. I like that pool. I like that backyard. It's actually in a really good school district, too. Looking at this 3D tour. Okay. Okay. That bathtub, bro. That bathtub, though. Just saying. And that finished basement. Turned the whole basement into a streaming room. Saying. Or you could take that whole like shed area, that pool shed area, and make that into like a streaming smoke space. Who are you gonna rent the basement out to? Huh? Kidding. Damn. Would it be me? Because I have a house. Well, I have a home. I have an apartment that I like living in. I enjoy my apartment. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna get into the game. We're gonna play a game that I haven't played before. And to be bluntly honest, I really don't know a whole ton about, except for the fact that it's a game that has some psychological issues. It's a psychological thriller. Martha is Dead is a dark first-person psychological thriller set in 1944 Italy that blurs the lines between reality, superstition, and the tragedy of war. Enjoy your dinner! Tell Richard and the kids I said hi! It's a beautiful house. A dark first-person psychological... As conflict intensifies between the German and Allied forces, the desecrated body of a woman is found drowned. Martha is dead. Her twin sister, Julia, the young daughter of a German soldier, must alone deal with the acute trauma and loss and fallout from her murder. The hunt for the truth is shrouded by mysterious folklore and extreme horror of war that draws forever closer. What will prevail? So, yeah, that's the... That's not true. That's not true. You'd still have to worry about it. That's not true. It's not far enough away. I don't know what gave you that idea. Fact, actually. I would. It's less than 28 minutes. Hold on. Exactly from my location? Exactly from my location, it's 24 minutes, and that's with traffic. Bitch, please. I'd still be at your house. On your own. Bother me. Those things don't bother me. You don't have anything I haven't seen before. It's fine. I ain't worried about it. They'll be at school during the day. I ain't worried about it. You're making up a lot of excuses. What I'm hearing is you don't want me and Julie to come over. Again, doesn't bother me. Story of Martha is Dead and its featured characters are a work of fiction. The game contains potentially uncomfortable scenes and covers topics that may distress some players. The game is recommended for an adult audience and carries an appropriate age rating. As an adult narrative drama, the game uses artistic interpretations that can visually be unsettling and may cause discomfort. It explores the complexity of the human mind, psychological trauma, and self harm. The game is not recommended for players who may find depictions of mature scenes containing blood, dismemberment, or disfiguration of human bodies, self harm, disturbing. Isolation is not good for your soul. If you or someone you know is struggling, information and crisis resources are available at safeinourworld.org/find help. We're gonna have an ad break in a minute too.
Ciao, I'm Julia Kay. I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages. It's
Hold on, let me turn the game volume up. Do I need to turn it up for stream?
been years now. I must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague. I only remember the summer of 1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
Nanny, will you tell me the story of the White Lady?
No, little sparrow. Not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do evil things, even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady, I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story, even if it's foggy outside? Please. Oh, please, then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
That's how you make spoiled children.
I loved Nanny and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
Okay.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved.
Graphics are amazing.
She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her. In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy.
Dumbass.
So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl.
I feel like before I go any further, I feel like I should have the stream elements timer on for the trigger warning. Give me a second, guys. Why not have the trigger warning one on? I don't. I got rid of it. My mom. sure that my mom was making sure. Had to feed the gremlins. Oh, we have an ad break right now. Eh, yeah. Nope. Hold on. Chicken leg with rice and veggies. Oh, there you go. Uh, okay. This. I'm gonna do activate timer. Okay. I was posting up another trigger warning timer thing because this game gets really fucked. So,
They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved.
aw, thank you, Jordy.
When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance.
Oh my god. Paying me
Every time
compliments
the
like
certain
literally
life
makes
she
me
perished
like
stirs
so
in her
shy.
soul. She takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth. Even just for an instant, the lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Good night, Nanny.
It makes me so
Good night,
shy.
my love.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place. Reel off the film. Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film. Put the new film in. Close the camera. Load the film.
Okay.
Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is.
Okay.
What? Is that a person? I must help them.
Bro, this motion is weird.
I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire...
Hold on, I wanna... Where's the settings? Video. Motion blur off. I also want the music volume a little bit lower than that. That one can be down there. Okay. Apply. Let's see if that helps a bit.
days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. We're just swimming, just running in.
I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. Everything is fine.
Everything is clearly not fine.
Everything will be fine.
Right?
I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. Martha, February 26th, 1923.
Is Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric! Run!
My
It was pretty
parents
fucking dead to
ran
me.
towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay? She asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone. I would have to pretend to be Martha forever.
I'm assuming this is a
O
religious
Lord who
family.
gives life to the dying, let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Eric, did you remember to light the candles in the hall?
Hold on a second. I still feel like it's really quiet, or is it just me? Try this.
People will be here soon.
Mummy always finds something for
Okay,
everyone
that's
to do.
better. Shift to highlight points of.
These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here. This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours. Books, books, and more books. In our villa, there must be 10 times more than even here.
Right?
A telegraph box. I know how to use it. Daddy taught me. July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944.
No, this is
Our hearts are with
1944.
you, and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. Monsignor Attilio D. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director
shush.
General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur. An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me. I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital.
I better not get flagged for any of this because I put it on streamer mode. Well, if I do, you can
There's
yell
no
at them.
reason to use the phone right now.
Because I put it, right? It's on streamer mode. Settings, audio, streamer mode, on. If I do, we can yell at them. Well, really, you can. So basically, she lied and told them that Julia is dead, but Martha's the one that's dead. Yeah, you gonna fucking tell Kes that we're blaming him for it? Because I don't think he'll take that shit.
Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman. Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is. My dog's basket, or should I say, the new dog's basket. I don't remember what happened to my first dog, but when I think of him, I feel despair. I don't need that right now. The only way people...
Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
You're pressing things at all the wrong times!
Mummy and Daddy. They are the epitome of wealth and elegance. But pain pays no heed to money and style.
I was trying to listen to that. Pushing my buttons.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send
Daddy
Martha
must
if
be
you like.
devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my death. Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second.
Why didn't that give your walk-on sound? Hello?
Daddy's canes. They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me.
Like the flowers from Mother before she gets angry? Where is she?
Is someone coming to get these damn flowers?
I'm fucking trying
Asks
to,
for
bitch!
something. There's no escaping it. Everything always has to be perfect with her.
What's happening?
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here, of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irene? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the
Hold on, I need to turn this down a little bit. I thought it was perfect, but nope.
crazy one?
That's better.
Me? They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what
Julie,
the Carabinieri
stop saying nice things to
immediately
me.
intervened. Hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Martha. Lost. Soul? Woo! I guessed. You're looking real pretty right there. Okay. No. I. Soul. Her. Identity.
I stole her identity. I stole her identity.
She did when she put the necklace on.
I stole her identity. 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 I stole her identity.
Oh, this is gonna be fucked. Oh, this is real fucked. What? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I need to find out how long this game is. Okay, so the main storyline is 6 hours. Main plus size is 7 hours. 8.5 hours for complete. What am I supposed to do? That's not what. Oh. 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 Yeah, Julie, how was your game earlier? Guys, Julie did her second fucking stream today. I'm fucking super fucking proud of her. I'm so fucking proud that Nerd should have already done this, but did it do it? Yes, there we go.
It's just a dream. A
Y'all better
horrible
be
dream.
following my girl over
That
there.
horrendous
Trying to get
woman
her
in
to
the
affiliate.
face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality.
I love that, Frosty. Oh, the places you'll go with It's Me, Julie. A cozy gamer, a welcoming space where spooky games and chats embrace, coffee brews and homesteads thrive. In this safe space, we come alive. From roleplay tales to 420 cheers, Julie's stream is heaven, my dear. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. It's Julie's stream. It's Me, Julie's stream is pure bliss. Hell yeah! Girl, you need to fucking copy that.
This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint. It was only a few months ago, and now Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul.
Thank you so
Can
much,
a photo
Jordy.
capture the soul?
She's only
Can
doing
I
one
capture
stream a week
Martha's
right
soul?
now, Monday mornings, but she's looking into doing more after, as time goes. And,
Scary fairy
nice
tales.
relaxing
Everything
call.
seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright. This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened. Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
Okay.
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me. I always keep my trinket box locked. I'm already dressed. Everything I need is always in my bag.
Okay, you can find objects. Okay. Okay.
The key to my trinket box.
Will this key work in the other trinket
Here
box?
is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now.
Okay.
July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then, when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing. We feel right when we're together. July 16th,
Okay.
Siri, I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on
This
her
is not
light.
the right key.
So when she wakes up,
I must
she'll
get
know when
her
to
key
come
if I
down for
want to know what's
breakfast.
inside her trinket box. They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
How do I...
Our beautiful home. In spite of everything, I prefer being here. My dress, the one Martha wore when she was...
So why was Martha wearing Julia's clothes?
How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
Okay.
Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad. There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting. As a child, when I spent those short years with the nanny, this was my room. It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Maybe because they think you're the one that's dead?
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise.
Poor dad.
The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right, but let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
I don't like the mom.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
Okay. I must put one of my photos in an empty frame. Ew.
During deep winter, I would go to sleep snuggled by the fire and Nanny would get angry. Do you want to turn into a piece of charcoal, Julia? For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here.
There we
There
go.
might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously.
Or you could just fucking tell them.
Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri
Love you.
investigates.
I'll talk to you
A possible
tomorrow. I'll
political
be
motive
around.
emerges.
I have an eye doctor's appointment in the morning, but then I'll be around
Julia
after
Kay,
that.
Distressed but supported by faith. Irene the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased. First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th, a kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers, and an unexpected distribution of jam. Mummy's family coat of arms.
Okay.
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
The sensitivity on the mouse is...
Dante's Inferno illustrated by Dore. Always hanging cheery things. One of Daddy's many photos. Who knows who these other people are?
Oggi Bonsi. On the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich Kay. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo, Carl H. What the hell? For a moment I thought I saw... No, that's not possible. It must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist. I don't need that right now. We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
I'm supposed to try to take the
Mummy's medicine.
but I don't want to.
Will they do her any good?
We're gonna
These
put
could
those
be of use to me.
in our bag.
Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking. This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house. Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here? Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it.
Definitely blood on the floor there, girl.
These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls. The puppets I used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was a child. They always told me that a fairy brought them. I didn't really believe them, but it was nice to think that. When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
Why not?
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
We'll come back to the dark room. Now we're gonna go outside and take a picture of the sparrow. Holding the camera. Fuck is it? Let's take. What? Fuck. Congratulations, you have taken your first photo. You want to remember only progress.
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it. Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
I said she's telling him, hey. Steps. Left side. Larger. Customize your photo. What I think we're gonna do is after this chapter, I think wrap up. That I know I am just and exhausted. And I actually have to go pick up Steve from her dad's house. After I'll wrap up and call it a night. emotional. And okay, when the three circles are aligned, the picture is focused. If you got a focus line, you probably shot at that. The adjustment, okay. When the red filter is removed, the image is exposed to the paper. This process has been automated and made faster than what happens in real life. Immerse the paper in the developer and the image. To achieve ideal exposure, take the paper out when it is picture. Real life, the immersion in the developer, followed by the wash, stop bath, and the second wash. The baths have been skipped of some.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly.
Here's your printed photograph. You can
Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
your album, wrap it, blank.
There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
Find a tripod. Fuck. Take this photo.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
Not taking fucking camera. Okay.
It's always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film. A kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly or they'll think I'm crazy.
That'd be because you. Just saying. Just asking for a friend.
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone. I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened. But suddenly, a thought took
Hi,
control.
Alu.
The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded.
How are
Could
you?
it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied
No, I'm
her, and
actually.
now
It's been a rough
he had
day.
taken
I'm
her
actually gonna
identity.
wrap up in
I
a few
experienced
moments.
a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve
Been a
the
really,
film
really
rolls.
rough day.
They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory.
Been an emotionally taxing
Of course,
day.
the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock.
Is this actually? Hold on.
Usual. Then they
Just get into the next bit. So this is the next chapter. The roles. Okay. So I'm actually gonna wrap that up here. Right? Just chatting. Okay. We will pick it back up next week. Alu, I posted about it in Discord. In general. I think you guys all know where we're gonna go to raid out. Come with us, say hi. I appreciate you guys for putting up with my shit today. I know it's a short stream. I'm just mentally just stressed and feeling it for sure. And I had thought about canceling, but I didn't want to cancel. I wanted to try. And I did. So I tried. And there's that. So I can't really be upset. I tried anyway. I'm just feeling very emotionally drained, and I now have to get up super early. I got to get up at like 7 something in the morning to go get Stinky Toes. So I just want to Yeah, I'm sorry that I feel like I'm, like, skirting out as soon as you come in here. It's really not about you, I promise. It's not your fault, it's not your fault. I just it's been a long day, long, taxing, emotional I just I want to just go snuggle up. No, it's not. I'm probably gonna pop it if you wanna talk about it, Alu, I'm probably gonna pop into the VC for a little bit while I do my wrap-up stuff, so I can tell you what happened. But I will talk to you guys Wednesday. Wednesday will be, Discord hangout. And, then we'll have Phasmo with Kess, at night. So, yeah, it'll be good times, good times. Listen, there's the Discord, there's the socials. I love you. I will see you guys, on Wednesday. And remember, hug and kiss your kids and tell them that you love them. And I will see you guys later. Okay, thanks. I love you. Bye.